Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now celebrating 17 years of broadcasting success, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, both for our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. We're glad that you all could be with us. Also, those joining us through our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad you all could be with us as well. But when it comes to building a business and a brand, definitely engaging with one's community is so important. But how can you be able to find a place to be able to do that in an effective way and to be able to spread the messages that you want to be able to do and to make sure that you build those connections? Well, our next guest is here to talk to us about a platform that is getting a lot of attention right now. It's called Subify. We're excited to welcome Zak Folkman to our program. We're going to talk to him about the difference in Subify and what's out there when it comes to social media, but also the advantages of being able to have that direct connection to your community and to be able to build those relationships as well. If you're just now finding out about Subify, we'll let you know how you can stay connected when it opens up to the public. But, Zak, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me here. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, look, the pleasure's definitely all mine. This was a lot of fun. When our mutual friend Zach Tepperman was telling me about you and about Subify, I was really intrigued by this because I think a lot of people out there, there's a lot of frustration, as you know, because this is your arena, Zach, that when it comes to connecting with your audience, make sure you're able to spread, the messages you want to be able to do, to have that engagement with them. You're not always able to do that on the platforms that are out there. What has it been like for you through Subify to be able to offer that as an option?
Yeah, that's a really great point. It's been incredibly rewarding because, I work with a lot of content creators, influencers, celebrities, athletes, and even brands who are doing exactly that. They're trying to build and connect with their audience and their following on traditional social media platforms. And I hear from them time and time again with more and more frustration around whether or not they're even being seen by the people that are following them. So some of these people might have millions of followers on social media, and when they post a video or a story or whatever it might be, a post, they're not being seen by the majority of their followers. And that's because these platforms have to decide through all these algorithms that we hear about what content to show to what people. And for us, we know that if I follow somebody on social media, I have to actively search them out to keep up with what they're doing. I'm not being notified every time they take an action. So because of this, it really hurts their ability to connect with their fans and followers, where at Subify, we take a different approach, which is we build a unique branded ecosystem for each one of our creators on the platform that has a 99% plus penetration, meaning if somebody posts a video, goes live, puts up a story or whatever it might be, that's going to be seen by over 99% of the people that subscribe to their platform. And that sounds, it's like, well, how does that happen? The answer is because we build an ecosystem and a mobile application that notifies the fans and the followers every single time something happens on the platform. So if if a creator that you follow goes live, if they post something, you get a push notification right to your phone. Now, that's not something that the traditional social media platforms do because people would be getting notifications left, right, and center, every time something happens on the platform, and their phone would practically melt. But because, it's a one-to-one relationship where you're only following people that you truly want to be a part of their community, we're able to make that happen.
Love that. And what I think is so exciting about this for me, Zach, and I'm sure for our audience too, is that it definitely meets the need. One of the things I hear a lot about, especially from, whether you're talking about individuals, celebrities, or brands that have the large audiences, like you mentioned, is, about they may have this large audience as far as the numbers go, but as far as that engagement, definitely not being there. So I think, what it seems like you've been able to do is exactly what we're supposed to do in business, and that is to be able to see a need and feel it. So talk to us about that. I mean, what was it like for you to be a part of actually being able to feel a need that was so big when it came to social media with Subify?
Yeah, honestly, it's like I said, it's very rewarding because, I get told by the people and creators and influencers that use our platform all the time how what we're doing is the future of content creation. And to hear that from our user base, it feels amazing when I hear what they say about all of the other platforms out there. They're frustrated, they're angry, they feel like they're not being justly compensated for the work and time that they put into making the content. So to be on the flip side where people are, basically telling us that this is exactly what they've been looking for the whole time, it feels great. It really does. And it's nice to be able to serve the community.
So talk to us about how it works then, Zach, because as I mentioned, when I was prepping for your segment, I noticed right now it is an invitation type of basis. It's not just open for everyone just to go in and just sign up. How is it working right now when it comes to the platform, how people are selected, and how will it continue to grow?
Yeah, great question. So if you head over to our website at subify.vip and fill out the form and answer a couple of quick questions, someone from our team will review all of those applications and reach out to people that are a good fit. Because we build completely branded ecosystems that are entirely built around the celebrity or influencer or content creator's name, image, and likeness, everything is very customized. So because of that, we are a little bit more selective in terms of who we work with. However, we've actually, as we've been growing as a company and have more resources, we've actually been kind of lowering the requirements to join the platform. So I encourage anybody who's interested to go to our website and fill out the form and have a conversation with us and just make sure it's a good fit, because we actually have been opening it up to more and more creators recently. So everybody who comes on the platform not only gets their own, unique platform that's completely branded around them and their likeness, they also get their own mobile application, which is a real piece of our, what we deliver, because again, it goes back to having that direct communication with your fans and being in constant contact with them. What we see is when somebody posts on our Subify platform, whether it's a video, a live stream, or whatever, they get instant direct response from their audience because, what do we all have in our pockets or in our hands at all times? Our phone. And anytime you get a notification that something's happening from your favorite creator or someone that you want to engage with, we see through our analytics that people instantly respond. So it's not like they see a notification and say, okay, I'm going to check this later. We get a very, very, very quick response rate to our push notifications on the platform. So as soon as something happens, there's a direct response. Whereas on other platforms, you have to go and check in and scroll through your feed just to kind of browse and see what's happening. We have a much, much faster response rate. So if it's something that somebody's interested in, again, I really encourage people to go and sign up. We've really been able to grow the user base in terms of who we're able to, work with at this point. So whether you're, a major top tier celebrity all the way down to a niche creator, we would love to have a conversation with you.
Okay. So a couple of things I want to ask you as far as on the business side of this, Zach, because I think, for people who are hearing this, I'm sure the obvious thing would be they're kind of, hitting their heads and thinking, why didn't I think of this? Have you always been a person that looked for solutions to problems? There are some people who just like to focus on the problem, but are you a person who's always kind of been a solutionist, someone kind of looking for a way to fix or to solve a problem?
Yeah, I think that's a big part of, any business owner is just seeing, a problem and looking to fix it, right? But for us, my co-founder Chase and I come from a direct response marketing space where we've always kind of focused on subscription-based products. So in terms of Subify, it was pretty much a no-brainer. We've been, saying since 2015 that creators and artists and athletes and everybody – that, they're posting on social media, but unless you're on YouTube, Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, they don't really reward creators for posting on the platform. So for us, it wasn't even so much that we were looking for a solution so much as it was staring us right in the face, because we have a lot of experience developing subscription products and selling them direct to consumer. So whereas these other platforms like Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, they make their money by selling those eyeballs to advertisers, we always knew that the creators themselves would make significantly more money if they were just cutting out the middlemen and selling their content directly to the people who want to view it, which is really their fans and their followers. So for us, we're definitely, solution-based people. I think, like I was saying, that's pretty much a requirement for anybody who's in business or an entrepreneur. But for us, this was always just kind of staring us directly in the face based on our background and experience with direct-to-consumer monetization as well as subscription products.
Love that. So then let's talk about the reward then, Zach, because as you mentioned, as people have been coming to the platform, what they are feeling about it, how they're benefiting from it, how does that feel to know that you've been able to help them, to help those content creators, to help those brands to be able to better have that relationship with the audiences that they're building?
It's incredibly rewarding. I mean, not only have we made millions of dollars for many, many, many of our creators, but also whenever I have all of our platforms loaded on my phone, whenever I just kind of log in and see the comments that people are leaving, it's so positive. The people who are on their platform, their end users, are constantly saying how much they love the experience, how much they love having a more direct relationship with their favorite creator, how much, they love the creator themselves and they love that they've, done this to open up their lives to them. And every time I see that, it's incredibly rewarding. Whereas, most times in business, as a business owner, all you hear about are the problems, no matter how great you're doing. So to really be able to see how we're impacting, not only the people that, are on our platform and using it to monetize their following, but even their end users and how much they love the experience compared to traditional social media, it really does make you feel very good.
Awesome. Again, everyone, we've been speaking with Zak Folkman today. He's one of the co-founders of an exciting new platform that is connecting not only content creators and brands with their audiences. It's called Subify. As you heard him mention, you can go to subify.vip. That's subify.vip for those joining us on iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're going to link that up for you guys to be able to go there, to be able to see. There's a great video that's there kind of walking you through the whole process about Subify, but also an opportunity, as you heard Zach mention as well, to be able to reach out to their team to be able to see if it's a good fit for you. Zach, really appreciate you stopping by. This is really, I think, a groundbreaking endeavor, and I think it's going to really do a lot in building those relationships. Looking forward to having you back on the show again.
Great. Thank you so much for having me, Cyrus. I really appreciate it.
Well, the pleasure is definitely all mine, and we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.